to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Morning. Good morning, everyone. I love this. Good morning, Bobo. How are you? Good morning, Emma. Okay, get that phone charged. It did not charge all night. Get that phone charged. How's everyone doing? Oh, look at everyone. Hi, Yolanda Gordon. Good morning and good health to everyone. And Tracy, good morning with the black heart. Good morning, black love. Hi, Stephen. How are you? Ori, good morning and good health. Tracy and Chad, good morning. Allegro, good morning, Miss Tracy. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy June 13th. Yes. Happy June 13th, Philippines. How is everyone doing? Ori, congratulations on celebrating, finishing your spiritual herbal classes, which you've been in class for like 3 years. Am I right or wrong? Hi, Nancy. Good morning. Oh, you're new here, Nancy? Oh, my God. Thank you for joining. Where are you coming from? And thank you for being new. Should put on purple. I'm not in a fiery kind of mood today. I'm supposed to go to motor vehicles today, but to be honest with you, I don't want to. I think I'm going to stay home. I'll figure it out. Oh, guess what I found out? So, when I get in my, I gotta clean this. I'll just get another purple. When I get in my car, I don't have transition lenses on these, right? And these are like brand new. They're just like less than 2 years old, right? And then one day I couldn't find these. I went in the shower and I left them in the shower. I never do that, but I couldn't find them. And so I picked out my old glasses, which are transition lenses. And basically, the prescription is the same. I think they lie. They're identical. I think, right? So I put them on, and they're transitional. So now I decided that they're going to be my car glasses because the sun is very, very bright here, guys. Killer. Fort Lauderdale. Hi, Fort Lauderdale. Hi, Musings by Monifa. How are you? Yes, 3 years of intense spiritual herbal training. Aw, thank you for supporting my journey. I don't know. I was just there with you, right? Like, that's what I think a good friend is, right? To me, a good friend is like there, just there. Does that make sense? I never had to push you. Like, I never had to say, girl, get back in there, get that class. No, you were consistent. You were doing your job. You were doing everything that you need. I feel like I was just there. And sometimes just being there, which I was, um, the program that I'm creating um, here in the Caribbean is like teaching women, especially, right? Because men support each other. So it's about teaching women to just be there, just support, just listen, you know, just identify yourself as an ally. That's what it is. Are you an ally? It should be the name of the program. That's gonna hold on. That's the name of the program. Are you an ally? So I want to say you're welcome because I also have to recognize that as being an ally, I supported everything that you were doing. Are you an ally? Can you support without putting yourself into it? Can you just be with someone else, right? We do it with our children, right? When your children go to school, you're supporting, right? Sometimes you're encouraging, but for the most part, you're supporting, you're listening, you're monitoring just in case they slip a little, right? But Ori, you are always dedicated to you and dedicated to the course at hand. And I met Ori Naturals because her class overlapped book club. And so she would say to me, and I think that's what you mean by support, like right from the beginning, she would say to me, I got class, I'll be coming in late, right? Little did she know, your version of late and my version of book club never ending is two different things. So you can come in late and be right on time because book club would start at 7, Ori would come in at 9. We still in club 12, 1 o'clock. And you still gonna get something from book club. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I never said, oh, you can't come. I mean, I could have, but why would I, right? Like, that's not the way the world operates. And if this is a spiritual book club, why am I putting such parameters on spirituality? So, you're welcome. I, of course, support everything that you're doing. You're so welcome. I support everything. Beautiful rising, Tracy, and everyone. Good morning, LT. Good morning, peace and blessings, everyone. Oh, what is this? Peace and blessings. Sweets Caramel, why is yours not pressing? Oh, man. All right. The Sweets Caramel says peace and blessings, everyone. There you go. There you go. So, I had an uneventful day yesterday, which is perfect. I went to work in a morning shift and like that a lot. Although I don't care. I like the evening shift too. Let me see. Sunday I worked in the morning shift and really busted my ass. I worked Sunday. Yeah. And then I got a table that was like kind of like mad at me. Man, I had to win them over. And then the electricity broke. The electricity went down. And I was like, this is my opportunity. This is the opportunity for me to win them over. Because I was really slow. It was like my real first table that I served, right? I've served before, but not like this, right? And so I went over to him and I was like, listen, there's no electricity. Drinks are on me. Thank God these people did not drink real liquor. Or there might be some unspoken word on drinking too soon on Sundays, right? There might be something in a community where they're like, not on Sundays. We're not gonna like do that drinking on Sundays. Extra coffee, you got it. Diet Coke, you got it. Pina colada with no lotta, you got it. I just complimented their drinks because the electricity went and it didn't come back on right away, right? And so I went back to the kitchen and I was like, what do we do? And they're, Caribbeans love to yell, we can't do anything without lights, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, got it. Okay, as long as y'all are complaining back here, I know what to tell my people. I really did not give a two craps. I was happy. Bad things happen, and I could be really happy about it. And I was like, yes, yes, God loves me so much. No electricity, no electricity. We do have a backup generator. The backup generator didn't kick in right away, but it was perfect. It was perfect. This is when you gotta know spirit is in the house. God will cut electricity for you. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Delay everybody's meal. Then he gave me a $20 tip. Then I said to them, I said, thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your patience. I said, you were my first table. And then the light bulb hit in everyone. They were like, I was like, you're my very first table. I might be using that excuse for the next 10 weeks, right? But they literally were my very first table. So one of the girls took me aside. She's so cute at the table. And she goes, the condiments are very important. Syrup, ketchup, salt and pepper. And I was like, I know. Thank you for saying something. I said, I learned from this table. Because every time I went back, they were like salt and pepper. I would leave, get them salt and pepper. It was a nightmare. And then they go, ketchup. And I was like, getting ketchup. Well, came back. Syrup? Oh, yeah. So now, I know we're not doing this. We're going to bring creamer, butter, ketchup, syrup, sugars, all in a basket. Which, by the way, is already made. It's already put together. Okay. So, I'm learning. I'm learning how to serve. The only thing that comes out with me is that I'm nice. That's the only thing that comes out with me. And I went to another couple because I was like exhausted Sunday. And, I think I gave them I don't know, I gave them the bill. No, I think I gave them the bill. And I said to the couple, I really want to sit down with you. And the woman goes, sit down. Sit down. I was like, no, I can't. I I know I'll get into trouble if I just sit down with you. I said, I get into trouble for dancing. I dance all the time. And so I can't be caught sitting down too. You make music. Yes. I don't know why I found that so funny. Music. Music goes. Oh, I don't know why I found that so funny. Music goes. It's a good thing you're so adorable. Oh my god. I forgot to put deodorant on. So let me just. Because sometimes I forget and then I run out in the street and then I'm too tired to care about protocol and public. How the public thinks of me. It's very tiring right now. So just put deodorant on in front of you all. It's okay. It's okay. This too we shall survive. Thank you, A Walker. She's like, congratulations on your first table. You seem to be laughing. I wish I had a camera on me because I think I do the quirkiest things that people keep laughing at me. They spend the whole time going, and I know I'm doing silly things. It just, what's normal to me and silly to you is two different. So, because it was my first table, I don't know where everybody puts their money bag, right? And their receipts, right? So you get a plastic bag, you tape your name on the plastic bag, and you put your receipts and money to turn in at the end of the day. And then, you know, I think what I need is one of those pouches. I fucking hate those pouches. Like, you want to look like a tourist, carry a stupid pouch, like the one around your waist. Like, disgusting, right? But I have a pouch, so I might use the pouch. I got several pouches. Wait, that I've never used. Got this purple pouch. Oh, my lipstick is in here. And then I got this pouch. Like, I don't know, it feels kind of stupid to wear a pouch. Nobody wears a pouch, so why am I going to start wearing a pouch? I do have a couple of pouches. I also don't want to lose my money. Not that anybody steals in that place. One thing you can guarantee in the Caribbean, stealing is not a thing. All right, but look, I could do. All right, I'll see. They're just gonna laugh at me, but I'll see. And so, got this plastic bag, right? Glad bag. Got my receipts, got my money in it, but I don't want to. Like, you're so busy, like you want to be careful. I can't put anything in my breast, people. Do you understand? You all think I have breasts. I don't. These things are as flat as a pancake, right? And so, and plus, I don't wear tops that coordinate well with holding things in, right? This is the top that I wear, right? Something can just fall through. Forget this way, right? So look at this. So if I put money in, what am I doing? This is what I'm doing, right? So money's just going to slip through, right? So I know better than put it. I don't have those type of breasts. I ain't got mama's breasts. I don't have big mama's breasts. Big mama can hold $1,000 on the left side of her breast. I ain't got big mama's breasts, right? So I took it, and then in front of everyone, I gotta show you guys. Perfect. If anybody ever gets a blue thing from me, do not accept it, because it's been in private places that you should not. Okay, so I took it. It's my money bag, right? Took it, and I just put it in my punani. That's what I did. I put it in my punani. I don't have big mama's breasts. So I gotta put it in the area that I know I protect. I protect the punani. So the girl goes, "Did you just put that in your underwear?" I said, "Yeah. I put it in my pussy." She wanted to laugh. She didn't know how to laugh. Like, there were so many emotions mixed up in there. She went to somebody else and she goes, "Tracey is putting her bag in her underwear." And I could see them. I'm like folding tables together. And I could see them talking about me. I'm like, in my mind, I'm going, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's not in my ass. It's in my pussy. Like, I don't see the problem. It's very protective down. You guys don't protect the pussy? So I don't say that, right? I see them talking about me. I don't say nothing because I'm not changing where I put my bag. My boss doesn't know this yet because I know she's going to be like, "So, we're not going to put your bag." I know she's going to say that to me, right? So she comes over to me later and she goes, "Pussy girl. That's your new name. Pussy girl." I was like, "I'll take it. I like it." Oh my God. Of course I can. I totally have evaded the horoscopes. Of course I can, Afropunk. I don't know what I was thinking. I am so sorry. I've just been so overwhelmed with things. I am so sorry. I will. I hollered. I know it's really funny. Hi, Sylvester. It was very, very funny. So, The Adventures of Tracey, because they ain't never met nobody like me. I already know it. I already know it. They ain't never met nobody like me. They're just like, what will she bring to the table today? All right, I'm over it. I will bring it back because I already know once my boss finds out, she's going to be like, "We can't do that." I'm like, "I know. What am I supposed to do with the money?" She'll buy me a bag. So I just might as well just bring a bag. And then one of the workers, at the end of the day, I got these 2 coconuts, right? I've been talking about these coconuts for days now, right? I really like these 2 coconuts. I mean, I love these two. I don't know why I love it, but I love these 2 coconuts, right? And so, 2 people were sitting together, flirting together. Oh my God. Like, I realize now hotels are flirt fests, right? Either by the guest or by the employee. Everybody's flirting, everybody's drinking, everybody's flirting. So, 2 people were sitting together. One was on the clock, one was off the clock, but they were, canoogling and, whatever. And I walked up to them and said, "Look what I got." I'm telling you, I do the craziest thing. They're like, to coconuts. And she's like, what are you going to do with the coconuts? I was like, oh, they're protective. Coconuts have protective energy. And then I start like this to her. She's cracking up, right? She's cracking up over the protective energy. But actually, you're from the Dominican Republic. You should really know this stuff, is what I'm saying in my mind. I'm like, come on, right? But sometimes when you're too far removed from your culture, it's no longer practice. And she's young. So I figured, okay, I forgive her, right? And then the guy, I forget what his name is, he looks at me and he goes, that's why she likes you. And I was like, why? And she goes, our boss. And he goes, she's very spiritual. And you're spiritual. And I was like, yeah. All right. My boss is very spiritual. Hasn't had the opportunity to always tell people what she sees, what she feels, blah, 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 blah. Because spirituality, as you all know, is a very isolated world, right? We've only gotten together since COVID. Do you guys realize that? It's a very isolated world. It's like only one person is allowed to be born with the special gift. It's in the DNA, but only one person can come out and say, I see ghosts, I see spirits, plants talk to me, flowers talk to me. And so we're so dispersed all over the world, right? Just in your own community, just in your own school. We're so dispersed that we don't even understand that somebody is like us. There are cues that are coming through in the Caribbean. So if I see somebody now, I was in McDonald's the other day. By the way, I did have McDonald's. It ruined my body shape. I'm sorry, Janine. I'm sorry. I never had a car before, and I can now go to McDonald's. I don't want to. I don't want to go to McDonald's, but I had the car, and the car allows me to go to McDonald's. So I said, I haven't been to McDonald's in 2 years. 2. And I was like, I just want to get a Big Mac. That's all I want out of life is a Big Mac. So I got a Big Mac. And the next day, I got 2 cheeseburgers. And I told them extra ketchup. And they splattered ketchup all over the place, like they hate me or something. Like, rude. Like, so much ketchup. I thought the hamburger was stabbed to death. That's how much ketchup. And I'm driving because I never did that either. I never drive and ate in forever, right? I did it, elsewhere, but I never drive and ate. So now I want to do that. I want to create that thing of driving and eating and drinking and driving and my hair. In any case, it ruined my body shape. Ruined it because there's something in a hamburger that is attaching to the fullness, making something full. Now I'm really blessed because I told you soy sauce can make my breast full, but it did something to my hippity hop. So now I have to let it wash out of my body, and then I can never have a Big Mac for the next 2 years. I won't. I just needed it out of my system. Janine, I had to do it. All right. Thank you Thank you for nothing, Miss Tiffy 98. Thank you. I'm never eating McDonald's ever again. What do you mean human food? What does that mean? They're just taking human body parts. I'm not looking it up. That's weird. Send me a link. I'm not looking it up. Send me a link. I don't believe you. LaShonda, happy Tuesday. Dang, not McDonald's. McDonald's. I did it. I did it. It's so lonely sometimes. Like how, being a spiritual person. Yes, it's so lonely. Like, how do I tell my mama I talk to dead people? I talk to dead people. What do you do for your activity, Tracy? Talk to dead people. Not gonna work. Grand Rice. Oh, Miss Sheena's World. Good morning. How are you? Not Punani. I'm weak. You know your money's always gonna be safe in your Punani. Come on, you know that. If you don't know it, it will always be safe there. Just be careful when you go to the bathroom because then everything falls out. You forget the money's in your Panani and you pull your underwears down, everything falls on the floor, which I don't like because when you God got me. When you pee and you go to wipe yourself, there's pee on the floor. So I believe everybody drops a little pee on the floor when you okay. So the other thing I do is that I sit down. I don't stand up anymore. I know my mama told me never sit down on toilets. I know. My mama taught me like your mama taught me. It's just that I really decided you can't catch a disease by sitting down. You can't. So I do sit down. But when you pull your underwears down, your pants and your underwears down, if you forget that money is right here, all of it falls down. And my impression is that everybody drops a little pee along the way. That's what I believe. So you have to remember. But I've oh, what did I put down here? Oh, I didn't pick it up. Okay, so you have to remember that you put something in your punani. So learn to like feel it. Like, money's there. Okay, money's there. I don't have big mama's breasts. These things don't hold shit. And I barely wear a bra. So big facts. She mystifies like really. There's send me a link, Miss Tiffy 98, Misty Tiffy. Send me a link. Don't tell me to look it up. I hate that. I hate when people tell me to look it up. Like I research everything, but I hate when people tell me to look it up. Sweet Carlos, I'm dead. All right. I mean, it's Tracy's world. Like nobody said you had to understand it. Getting back to being alone in a metaphysical world, like, and not having anybody to communicate with. It's the water flush from the toilet that generates germs. But my ass is a no, no, I don't. Which is true. I do get that, but I don't sit there and flush the toilet and let toilet water up my punani. Remember we talk about sacred space? I don't let toilet water splash up in my punani. I stand up, I wipe, and you do know how to wipe, right? Tyra taught us how to wipe, right? This is the punani, right? This is the punani, right? This is the punani. The vagina, it's a vagina, where the pubic hair is, right? And then you take, you wipe this way, right? Like this way, and then this is the a-hole, right? Oh, let's make an a-hole, and then the a-hole, you wipe up your back, but The holes should never mix. The two holes should never convene. Ever. That's why. That's why I don't have anal sex. Because I don't want to mix that in the back with precious in the front. Because that in the back is where toxicity comes out of. Only glory should come in the other hole. Not toxic. That's why I don't have anal sex. Because I just want to protect the glory. The glory hole. Right, front. Oh, the a-hole. No, wait, what? Don't front to back me. No. What's front to back? No. No. There's a center. There's a part where the two holes literally separate in anatomy, right? Tracy's anatomy. Learn. Okay. Okay. Let's take the deodorant, right? And take the deodorant. Okay. Let's put the butterfly. I found this butterfly, right? So, all right. Let's take the butterfly, right? This is the a-hole. This is the vagina. There's a center that nothing's there. There's just little centers that, from that center, you take the a-hole and you rub it up, like go like this, and then the vagina, same place, and you bring it to the front. You bring it to the front. What's front to back? No, wait, you don't. Oh, front to back. So you started your punani? You're saying started your punani, your clitoris. Started your clitoris and go all the way back. I've never done it that way. Mm-mm. I've never done it that way. There's a center. You know, if I wasn't gross, I would feel it right now, but I'll feel it in private. There's a center there that separates one hole from the other hole. Go to the center and go up. And then go to the center and go up. Am I teaching you? I don't believe in front to back. I'm not taking urine and putting urine up my ass. Does that make sense? Go backwards and stop at the midpoint. Like there's a midpoint. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a midpoint in the anatomy of your punani. There's a midpoint, right? You go to the midpoint and you go up. And by the way, don't abuse the front part, right? Don't abuse the front part. Let's get that straight. Do not abuse the front part. It's urine. You're not going to die. If anything, just cut off your pubic hair, and that will keep you a lot more cleaner. Now, those of you that have periods, totally different. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't suffer from periods anymore. And when I did, I used Tampax. By the way, I've been using Tampax since I was 13 years old. I just did not believe in the messes. Okay, that's just me. 13. Then, now the back you can abuse, right? Because I believe no residuals should be left back there. Zero, none. So that means you wipe. And by the way, if you eat well, listen to me carefully, because nobody knows this. Nobody knows this but me, right? If you eat well, your body is designed to poop clean. Your body is designed to poop to the point where you go to wipe and the toilet paper should still be clean. I promise you. That's how your body is designed if you eat roughage. You eat roughage, your body poops clean. If you eat White Castle, your body will splatter the poop. You'll see it all over the toilet. It comes in a form practically of diarrhea. It even smells. Your poop smells like White Castle. You want to eat all over again because you smell it. I don't believe. I'm, I'm just, goddamn, I feel like, well, White Castle, I feel like eating. Doesn't matter. It comes out exactly the way what you put in is what your poop comes out with, right? Now, horses, horses, when you touch the mouth of a horse, and if you smell the hand, I did that once, right? Cop horse was there, and I was like, "Can I pet the horse?" She's like, "Sure." You know, female cops are so masculine, sure, right? And so, and this is not here. This was in the States. And so, I stuck my finger in the horse's mouth. How the horse did that. I smelled it, and I look at the cop and I go, "It doesn't smell." And she goes, "It only eats roughage, grass." And I was like, "Thank you. It's good to know." And then I realized we would never smell, we would never have body odor, we would never have stinky poop if we just ate roughage. True story. Our bodies were not meant to eat meat. I promise you. I know God authorized it. There's some place in the Bible where they were accidentally cooking meat. God came down. He was like, "What is that smell? What is that smell?" And they were like, "Oh my Lord, I'm so sorry. We accidentally cooked meat." God, like, "Forever and a day, you will always be able to cook meat." True story in the Bible. Genesis. True story. That's God in the Bible. All right. So found this butterfly. I feel like it's symbolic of something. So let's leave the butterfly. Found it at the hotel that I work at. So it's symbolic for something. What's in the coffee this morning? I think I'm just tired. When I'm tired, I'm more delirious. I no longer eat meat or fish, just veggies and fruit. So that means, Janine, your poop comes out pooping and then contracting, right? And that's the thing with poop, right? That means your poop comes out, and then your a hole constricts immediately. And then when you go to white, there's nothing there because you're eating so cleanly. True story. Mm. I must tell you this before I forget. Now, if your poop is not coming out cleanly and you're sick, you know how we get the stomach ache, you're sick, I don't give a fuck if you're at work. I don't care. You get some tissue, right? Put a little soap on it, go back in the stall, and lather up your ass. You know why? Because your ass has little crevices, right? And if you're not clean enough, you will feel your ass all day like something. It's a very easy fix. Some toilet paper or hand toweling, a little soap, lather it up, and clean and lather it up and get in there. Get in there. If you gotta do it twice, do it twice. Then take another hand toweling with just water and wipe up the lather. And you could walk out brand new, fresh, like you took a shower. Yeah, you could do that. Now they have ass wipes. They literally have ass wipes now. But who really walks around with ass wipes? I don't keep ass wipes because I'm not expecting to have an ass issue. That's not what I'm expecting in life. Oh, let me buy some ass wipes in case I have an ass issue. No. But if you do come out with some issues and you're not home, lather, lather it, lather, get in there. There's crevices down there. Lather, go back, pull your pants up, go back, get some water, and then wipe again. I teach you. You got to know these things. Mm-hmm. Yep, I keep wipes handy. I used to keep wipes handy when I had a car, right? Now that I have a car, I will keep wipes handy as well. See, everybody carries wipes. See, I keep wipes. See, y'all already know. And you will stink. If you don't clean, you're going to stink. Oh, okay. So, sister, I found them at work. I went to work yesterday. First thing I did was make a beeline to where I knew I put the black bag. It was there. I had a muffin in there, my charger, my orange. This is a very good charger thing. And my AirPods. Everything was there. So I went to talk with my boss, and I said, by the way, I love calling her my boss. It feels very mafia, right? I'm from Staten Island, so we got bosses like, and I've worked for Italians. I worked for the mafia at a car dealership at Scamadella. They're still there. Scamadella. I don't care. I don't care. What are they going to do? Come after me? They know they were mafia. Hold on. Let's see if they're still there. I used to sell cars. I did every fucking thing. I thought I was done. Nope, nope, nope. I'm in the hospitality business now. Scam. Just think of the name. Scam. Scam. Scamadella in Staten Island dealership. I've been in every industry. I always wanted to be a server. I told you guys in a video that I always wanted to be a waitress, but in Hollywood, you gotta look like a model before they will hire you. Scam it. Ooh, this is Scamadella Funeral Home. Scamadella. No, car dealership. Oh, what if they went out of business? The Scamadella Funeral Home has to be the same people, same family. Scamadella. Scamadella. Let me see. They used to show. Let me see how do you spell Scamadella. Scamadella. Scam. R. Della. That's how I spelled it. Scam. Oh no. Scam. R. Della. Staten Island. Oh, maybe it changed. All these. Oh no, got the funeral home. Wasn't a funeral home. Let me see. Oh wait, Scamadella attorneys. All the same people. Scamadella law firm. All the same people. In Staten Island, everybody's family. All right, let me see something. They used to sell Chrysler Jeeps. Scamadella Chrysler Jeep. Island Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Oh, they changed the name. This is it. It's called Island Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Aww. This is it. Aww. It's okay. Yeah, this is where I used to work. on Highland Boulevard. In any case, I sold Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. I sold it all. I did everything. I did everything so I could maintain being a psychic. I really did. All right. Oh Lord, the mob has a funeral home. Well, if you're mafia, you gotta own a funeral home, right? Who else is gonna cover up the evidence? Mm-hmm. We're good, happy you found them. It would have been costly. I know. I was so disappointed in myself because this was a gift. This was a gift. Let's see. It was a gift. It was a gift. Let's see if I can find it here. Pause. Seagull. It was a gift. Like, I don't know. The money came like maybe January, February, but I didn't buy it for 2 months. I don't know. Now I can't find it. But it was a gift. All right, I'll find it. Here, pod. I'll find it. But I'm of gratitude that I found it because I was like so disappointed in myself. All right. Oh Lord, the mob has a funeral home in a car lot. That's really funny. Carry them in your funeral. I would, but the moisture. The moisture. It's very moist down there. I don't want. Janine! That makes so much sense. Janine says I haven't had to use deodorant in over a year because you're keeping what you're putting in is keeping yourself nice and clean. So if you're putting in clean, there's nothing for your body to expel. That totally makes sense to me. I love that, Janine. I love that so much. Janine, I'm trying to transition. Me too, actually. Me too. Well, I don't know if I'm trying to transition to no meat, but I'm definitely trying to transition to more fish than any other meat. Like yesterday, I went in the supermarket and I just wanted something to cook quick. I already had vegetables here. I just want something to go with the vegetables. I go in and I see ribeye for like $6. And I'm like, I picked it up and I don't even eat beef anymore. But I knew I could tolerate it, right? And then I went back and I was like, I just don't feel like beef. I'm just not a beef eater anymore. I'm so proud of that level. I got to that level. And then I just picked up some chicken. I didn't even want the chicken either, but I did pick up some chicken. I like fish right now, but I could eat chicken. So right now I'm chicken and fish. Right? I love that everybody carries wipes. So now that I have my car, I will carry wipes as well. All right. So Jocelyn Hernandez has been arrested, and I'm not sure how things got so out of hand with Jocelyn. At first, I thought she just wants to have a comeback, right? I also didn't know Jocelyn was that violent. Did she ever have a physical fight on Love and Hip Hop? Because, like, she needs a contract to stop her from fighting. Like, she should always be under contract somewhere. Um, I really don't know what happened in this fight. I know the girl was definitely a victim, but I also don't know why just Jocelyn got arrested, because the guy was attacking this girl first. I don't know. I think the violence that came out of Jocelyn, I think her career should be over. I think her career should be over. She has a child to protect. And I don't understand how people could care so much about their man or a reality career, like the cameras are in your face and you don't remember that you have a child. I just don't get it. I don't get the violence of it all. So that was disappointing. That was very disappointing. And then Nene Leakes broke up with her African man. Anybody surprised by that? Anybody? Man, she didn't even let Greg's body heal in the ground. She didn't even let the bugs come. I bet you she cremated him and threw his ashes away. I bet you. She's that type. She didn't really love Greg. Greg was a challenge. Greg was a married man that was a challenge. Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes. Breakup. So Nene Leakes is done. Nene Leakes ends relationship with Nyan Isela Sia. I wonder what he did wrong. You know, she posted some cryptic message. And I knew it. I was just too tired to. I gotta do videos on the spot because I knew it. I was like, she's breaking up with that man. I gotta do shorts on the spot. Even if I can't do a video, I gotta do shorts on the spot. All that after alienation of affection, right? After being accused. See, that's why, yo, if you gonna go through something, you better marry me. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Publicly, if you gonna take me out, I gotta hear your wife complain that I took you or you better marry me. It better be worth my while to be embarrassed by you and this woman. But Nene didn't listen to me, did she? Do you guys remember I did the video on Nene Leakes in this relationship? And I told Nene Leakes that African women were not gonna tolerate her. Do you guys remember that? I was like, nope, they're not gonna tolerate her. Good luck. That's my MO. She has an addiction problem. Nene has an Nene? What? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Are you serious? Who? Who has an? I don't understand. I don't get it. Who has an addiction problem? I'm focusing on better gut health, life, longevity. I only want to eat life for the better. My personal choice, not pushing any agenda on anyone else. Of course. CMOS. CMOS. Get some CMOS. everybody. Find your way to Seymour's. Talking about better gut health. That way, those of you that are eating unhealthy, Seymour's grabs all that unhealthy stuff and you poop it out. But like they keep having her on these shows. Oh, who? People have Nene on different shows. She claimed they were over. What? Wait, what? What? I'm so confused. Nene claims her and the African guy was over before Greg died. Nene? Are y'all accusing? Oh, Jocelyn is high. Oh. Uh. Uh. Denzel Washington. I thought y'all were talking about Nene. That's where she got that superhuman strength because she was high on something? I could believe it. I could believe it. Jocelyn was high. I could believe it. Did you see on her arrest, she put her race as white? Is there not a category for Latin people? She put her race as white. Jocelyn has an addiction problem? Oh my God. Well, maybe she needed to be arrested. Maybe from this point we'll be able to hear her say that she changed her life over after this arrest. You went too fast. I was trying to keep up with y'all. I'm like, Nene has a, no, okay, so. All right. All right. But did you all hear me say the African women were not going to accept Nene and there's no way this was going to work out? Did you all hear me say that? Nene? Y'all celebrities need to be calling me. Jocelyn. Wait, what happened? Jocelyn, you too. You should be like, should I go to the Mayweather fight? No. No. Stay home, dummy. All right. I have to wash my hair today. Gladly. Oh my God, gladly. Jocelyn's on drugs? I know. When she fought Amber Rose, I was like, what's that about? And I thought that was about television where Jocelyn wanted to be like, they didn't show the fight because apparently Amber Rose got beat down. They didn't show the fight. Why did Amber get up? Why did Amber get up out her seat? She's not a fighter. Maybe there's some mental illness going on there too, guys. Maybe it's bigger than you and I. Hi, Mr. Dove. That's Miss Dove. I'm sorry to tell the difference between a boy does and a girl does. That's Mama Dove. All right. Jocelyn stays high? Damn. She's a bull. What's her sign? Is she Scorpio? What's her sign? No, no lizard this morning. And no lizard yesterday morning. I know it is. Jocelyn said she want to be white? Well, let the police record shows she's white. She is listed as white. Is there not a category for Latinx? Is it just black, white, and other? Like, doesn't make sense to me. All right. What interview, Kenneth? How are you, Kenneth? What interview? What interview was 2 hours long? What interview, Kenneth? I watched Jocelyn. Oh, I watched Jocelyn drink champs. I watched Jocelyn drink champs interview, and she was dealing with child abuse issues and drugs. She said it herself, and she was in the process of getting help. Can I tell you something? Seriously, we all have a version of child abuse issues. We all do. Not everybody comes out with such violence. Like, what is it, a throwback memory or something? Like, she knew she should have gotten help a long time ago. Yesterday ain't it? She should have been in therapy immediately after Love and Hip Hop. So, I don't know. I, I think a lot of us take child abuse issues and we ride it. We like, ride it. I got child abuse issues, so you gotta forgive me. Many folks have a version of child abuse issues. Many, if not everybody, has a version of it. In your adult life, you have to decide, does your child abuse issues overcome you? Or is it a way to grow within your experience of child abuse issues? And you can grow within your experience, Jocelyn. Beating people's ass is not the excuse. Like, I personally, I don't want you to keep calling and getting on that bandwagon, right? I don't know. I don't want to be insensitive to child abuse issues. I don't want to do that, but I don't know. Yeah, Yolanda, whatever that means. Right. Whatever that means. The interview was about 2 hours long. Jocelyn calls herself the Puerto Rican princess, which I think she is a Puerto Rican princess. I think she is. She says Caucasian and black. Okay. I think she is. I like when she calls herself the Puerto Rican princess. I love that. But Jocelyn has a tiki tiki boom boom. Thank you, Kenneth. I'm going to leave myself open to all of that. I no longer care what Puerto Ricans call themselves. I know Egyptians are having a hard time believing that they're black and they got hair like mine. And they don't even understand that, Africans came and mixed with them. The Egyptians I'm talking about. The Africans came and mixed with them. And they're having a hard time dealing with that, right? Um, there are black pharaohs in Egypt. The Kush people were in Egypt. They are blackity black, and Egyptians don't like understanding that they have a mix too. So I'm not trying to force anybody culturally to say this, that, or the third. I'm not going to do it with DR people. I'm not going to do it with Puerto Ricans. I'm not going to do it with Egyptians. It's okay. It's all okay. All right. I thought Amber said she didn't want to be black years ago. Jocelyn crazy, but she was being real with her. Y'all start comparing two crazy people and try to make sense over it. I don't know what Amber said years ago. What I can tell you that I believe is that Amber has found a way out emotionally. Now, my prayer is that she grew up. But I also think, Amber, that if you found your way out, you can't go back into reality TV. You can't. And I believe the beatdown was Amber's Tower to say you can't reinvest in this world anymore. So for her, I don't care if she says she's black. I know that literally, I think her mom is white. And I think her dad is black. And I think when you come from an immediate biracial history, immediate, I think you're allowed to call on your white side, but that's just me. I don't think you have to deny your white side to satisfy black folks. I think a lot of biracial kids are coming out looking more white than black. They're coming out with blondish hair, straight hair, very, very light skin, but a little bit of color where you could be like, But Italians are also very dark. So a lot of biracial people are just coming out with olivey skin. I don't know if I want to fault anybody that has immediate biracial in them. One parent is this, another parent is this. What do you want to call yourself? I'm going to let them have the freedom to call themselves whatever they want, depending upon how they look and where they grew up. There was this comedian that was like, I gotta go. There was this comedian that was like he was talking to the audience, and he looked at one guy and he starts to identify with him as black, right? And everybody was laughing at the comedian joking and identifying with somebody in the audience that was black. And it wasn't like an insulting joke or anything. It was just like, right, brother? Right, my man? Right, brother? Like something like that. And his girlfriend said, why do you keep calling him black? And the comedian said, you don't know? Like, it was just shocking. And then he says to the guy, are you black or white? The guy, the date says, I'm black. The audience went up in a, she didn't know she was dating a black guy. But the comedian saw him as black. She didn't see him as black. It's so funny. But when he was challenged, he was like, no, I'm black. You gotta ask people. Nowadays, you gotta be like, are you biracial? Because I just need to know. If you need to know. I don't care. I agree. You should embrace all of you. Right. And so I don't want black folks to get mad at a biracial child that identifies with white. What if they went to an all-white school? What if they never been to Compton? It's possible. I mean, you saw that, Miss Timberlake? You saw it. That was the best. That was so funny. Ow. Body hurts. That was so funny. You saw that. It was on IG. That was really funny. All right, guys. I am your YouTube correspondent for CNN. I am officially your YouTube correspondent for CNN. But it is unofficial because nobody hired me. Nobody hired me to do this, but I have to do it. Like my sister said, I have to do it. Like Ezra would say, I had to do it, Lori. All right, whatever. January 6th, former President Donald Trump's campaign managers, listen to this, will be amongst the witnesses testifying today before the House committee. Oh, whatever. Wait, how did I skip 2? 1. Okay, 1. Something about gun safety. I don't believe you people. I don't believe Americans in gun safety. I don't believe it. Next, January 6th, one of the former President Donald Trump's campaign managers will be among the witnesses testifying today. Next, they all should go to jail. Coronavirus. The CDC has ended the COVID-19 testing requirements for air travelers entering the country. All right, I'm over it. Next, white nationals. Police in Idaho arrested 31 men believed to be affiliate with the white nationalist group Patriot Front. Let me tell you something. The only reason why police are arresting white nationalists is if they are threatening the government. That's the only reason why. If they're threatening through Jews or blacks, no. The government now, they're going to arrest all you MFers. There was a concerned citizen who reported the group meeting in the parking lot of a hotel and looked like a little army equipped with shields and masks. They intended to riot an event that included a pride walk and performances of local musicians, dancers, and drag artists. Police said all 31 men were charged with conspiracy to riot. It's a misdemeanor. All right, stocks. Next, stocks. Global markets and the U.S. stock futures fell early today, indicating a downbeat turn to the trading week after a broad sell-off on Wall Street. The Dow plunged 880 points on Friday. The S&P shed 500 points, and the NASDAQ dropped about 3%. Consumer Price Index rose by 9% in May, raising fears that the Federal Reserve will have to act even more aggressively to try and tame inflation. Shockwaves were felt in Asia and Japan. The Nike closed 3%, and the yen weakened to its lowest level in more than 20 years. Toby Keith has stomach cancer. All right, that's it, guys. Let's go live. Let's go live. Jocelyn, you should never be on another live reality show ever again. You can't be trusted. And if anybody ever brings her on a live reality show, no one should sign up with her. She is ticky ticky boom boom, like Kenneth said. Amber appeared in documentary where she talked about colorism in her family. It must be hard. It must be hard. I don't like to talk about color. I don't like to talk about colorism. It has to be hard that, listen, let me tell you something. You know what's going to happen eventually? The whole world is going to be biracial. There's going to be more biracial people in the world than white or black. Watch. She knew, some areas you can't hide that blackness. Wait, what? Oh, Amber's family is from Cape Verde in Africa. Well, that's a colorism issue, right? Is that near South Africa? Is Cape Verde near South Africa? Because that wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, look at Megan's little girl, redhead with blue eyes. How do you think that little girl's going to grow up? Having to purposely announce that she's black? Not necessarily. Think about it. Hopefully, Megan's really good, so hopefully she'll always, insist, hopefully, like that her children will say that they're biracial. But at this point, redhead and blue eyes, even if you say you're biracial, you're going to think like three grandmas away. You're not going to think immediate family with Megan's little girl. You're going to be like, and who? Like, I'm over it. I love you all. I got work to do. Oh, call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. I am available today. I was going to go to motor vehicles, but I kind of changed my mind. Go to motor vehicles tomorrow, Thursday. I just need to rest. And that car is such a, I call him a junker man, the car. And it's heavy, right? It's, everybody calls it a truck. It's heavy. So I really feel like I need to be of sound mind driving the road on the left side. Cape Verde, or CV, Portuguese, Cabo Verde, Crioulo. Cabo Verde is a country in West Africa. It's located in the cluster of islands of the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, off the western coast of Senegal. Oh, such a beautiful area too. All right, I gotta go. I love you. Call me for your own personal reading, 213. I am available today. 213-458-7408. 213-458-7408. 213-458-7408. Oh, have a great day. Megan's daughter can't get around her identity. Her grandmother had locks and a nose. So true. That's so true. But she's going to be in privileged schools, and you're going to be able to count the blacks in the privileged environment that she can be brought in. I mean, she's going to be a famous little girl, but if she wasn't famous, with red hair and blue eyes, if she wasn't famous, you would be like, I'm so sorry, guys. They just cut the electricity, so that come on another phone. I love you guys. Call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. Cue the music.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals